Welcome to day 4 and things are really heating up now. Hope your practice yesterday was good and now you're ready to record it. I apologize that this video is going to be a long one and I urge you to watch it through at least once. I've left chapter markings so that you can easily go back to the parts that you need to watch over again. Before we start, repeat the mantra with me. Perfection is the enemy of progress, and all you need to do is to help someone get better with your videos. You don't need your videos to be perfect. You may want it, but you do not need it to be. You just need to have a clear story and help someone in the process of telling it. That's all. So here are the important hacks for self-filming. Number 1, and I know this may sound a bit silly, but when presenting on camera, imagine yourself reading to kids. If you have kids, you know what I mean when you read a book to them, right? Chances are it's going to be relatively animated, your story and characters come to life in your voice, your facial expressions, even sometimes your hand gestures. If you're not sure what I mean, jump on YouTube and look at old episodes of kids programs and like Sesame Street and see how they read stories. You may be wondering, your audience are not kids, so this sounds kind of dumb. Well, presentations need to be simple in terms of clarity in what you're saying, but also with your body language. Yes, even smart people rely on these cues to understand and form opinions on what you're saying. So when you're reading to a child, you tend to slow down a little, use a lot more expressions to convey meaning. If you want your message to be understood, even by the smartest people, you need to slow it down, speak with a clear voice, with lots of expression in your face and your hands and your body. It helps with conveying of meaning. Number 2, when presenting on camera, especially if it's your first time, I always recommend standing up. There's a different energy when you stand up and present. Standing allows your body language to share a lot more about your attitude to the topic that you're talking about. Presenters tend to use their hands a lot more when standing up, and with an open posture, it feels like you're inviting someone, your audience, to listen to you. Number 3, it's best to be looking directly at the camera when presenting. Looking directly at camera means that you're looking at the person watching your video directly as well. It creates an instant connection between you and your audience. Just think about when someone isn't looking at you directly when they're talking, they always seem a bit distracted or possibly even shifty. It's the same on camera. When you're looking directly at the camera and standing with an open posture, it invites the audience into what you're saying. Number 4, if you're using your phone to record yourself, always use the cameras at the back. Even the most modern phones with high megapixel front cameras don't do a good job at shooting videos. The back cameras are the ones that you use because they have much better quality. The front cameras are usually good for video conferencing and they could be really good for that, but that's it. If you have a video camera or mirrorless camera that can take videos like from Sony, Panasonic, Canon or Nikon post 2021, those will give you a much better video quality than your phone, but unless you're familiar with setting it up, it may be difficult. I would discourage you from filming with your laptop webcam or your tablet, as those cameras are not as good as the ones on your phone. Laptop webcams are always the last option. They're usually the worst in terms of video quality. So for the purpose of this exercise, I would recommend recording with your phone and setting the camera to auto mode. Most modern cameras and phones will optimize your image for you. Number 5, get help to shoot your video, especially if it's your first one. You really want to focus on your presentation and not whether you've pressed the record button or if you've placed your camera in the right spot or if you're still in frame. This person will also help you with your cue cards if you have some, or cue sheets. But if you're using paper sheets, remember that flipping paper does make a lot of noise and it will be heard in your audio when you speak. So I would suggest either having your notes on a single sheet of paper so that you don't need to flip it, or put it on a PowerPoint presentation on your laptop or your tablet so you can move it without making too much noise. You can also stick large sheets of paper with your notes on the walls behind the camera so that it's easy for you to see them. Having a person to help you is a great way to present better as well, as some people prefer to talk to someone rather than to a camera. It could be a double-edged sword though. I have directed many who feel nervous when there are others in the room watching. What I suggest is to think of the person helping you as a customer or client and talk to them. Have that person stand behind the camera as well, so that when you're talking to them, you're not sacrificing the looking to the camera aspect of your presentation. Number 6, find a nice quiet place that has ample light. For example, a room with a large window and a nice background. All cameras, no matter how good they are, need a decent amount of light to produce beautiful images. If you have no choice but to shoot in an office space or a room with overhead lights, stand in a position where the overhead lights are just behind you and not directly on top of you. Otherwise, you get this dark shadows under your eyes and your nose, and it looks unpleasant. Don't stand with your back against a plain wall because it's just plain boring. You want a space that kind of represents who you are or what you do, and make sure that the background is not too busy or distracting. It is important to remember not to stand with your back against a window, because usually your camera will try to make you a silhouette, and that's not good either. The window should ideally be in front of you or slightly towards the left or right of you, which will give you a nice shadow on your face. Number 7, unless you've invested in microphones, which I highly recommend by the way, you need to be relatively close to your microphone on your camera. No more than an arm and a half length away, which is the distance I would suggest if you don't have a microphone for your camera. Research has shown that people are willing to accept non-ideal video quality but will not tolerate bad sound. So if your phone or camera is too far away, it does not have that much reach to get your voice may get drowned out by the ambient noise around you, or it sounds very echoey, which isn't ideal for comprehension. If you do have microphones that connect to your camera or your phone, that solves the problem and you can stand further away. Some newer phones have the ability to isolate your voice, but those are not commonplace at the moment. Number 8, get a tripod. Even if you have someone to help you hold the camera, I will always suggest using a tripod. Up till this point, I have not asked you to purchase anything. But if you're serious about making more videos, the first 2 investments that I would have you make is a decent tripod and microphones for your camera. These are relatively cheap to get nowadays, and you can get it in many places. Number 9, if you feel nervous, remember your find your calm activity. Be it deep breaths like for me, or listening to a song, or squeezing a stress ball. Find your calm and find your focus before you start the recording. Number 10, if you find it hard to record the full script in one go, break it up into around 3 parts, but no more than 6. Remember, all stories have a hook, a middle, and the end, so they naturally break into 3 parts anyway. But if you do need to break the middle long part into smaller bits, then I would suggest no more than 2 or 3, especially if your script is only 60 to 90 seconds. So in total, not more than 6 parts. Record each part separately. I know that this is a lot to take in, and I understand you may not be able to do this in one go, or for that matter in one day or 2. So take your time to get it right. Don't rush it. If you find that you're not getting it right today, take a break, do it tomorrow. But get it right. Good luck, and I'll see you in a couple of days for the final day's challenge.